Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they will. As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. There is geometry in the humming of the string. There is music in the spacing of the spheres. Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. First, honor the gods with holy rites. The Oceanic gods, too, by Zeus, the greatest of the gods. Then, honor your parents. Next, the heroes and spirits of the dead. Choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be. Custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. No one is free who has not obtained the empire of himself. No man is free who cannot command himself. Educate the children, and it won't be necessary to punish the men. Knowledge of divine things must be sought with a pure mind, and not by the help of the understanding or of the senses. No man is rich who is not content. The man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. Silence is better than unmeaning words. Do not look back when leaving. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. Salt is born of the purest parents, the sun and the sea. Declining from the public ways, walking in unfrequented paths. As soon as laws are necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. Choose always the way that seems the best. However rough it may be, custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. There is no true purgation without pain. Think not those faithful who praise all thy words and actions, but those who kindly reprove thy faults. Do not speak of your greatness to others. Let them discover it for themselves. Give me beauty in the inward soul. May the outward and the inward man be at one. The gods is not visible to mortal eyes until he is first seen by the gods. All things are created by numbers. The most momentous thing in human life is the art of winning the soul to good or to evil, or to. There is a good principle which created order, light and man, and an evil principle which created chaos, dark and wind. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. Time is the soul of this world. There is in the soul a faculty of self-examination, in consequence of which she makes herself the object of her own reflection. Rest is the sweet sauce of labor. Ability and necessity dwell near each other. Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination. I have nothing to say, only to live. The beginning is the half of every action. Learn to be silent. Let your quiet mind listen and absorb. Soon as laws are necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. Reason is immortal, all else mortal. There is one universe out of all the ones. Of this universe only God is the ruler and the power, and this universe is the same for all. There is light in the soul. There will be beauty in the person. That which is not is imperceptible. All things are in process. All things are changing. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. A wonder it is not to be unjust. Number is the ruler of forms and ideas, and the cause of gods and daemons. Moderation is the best thing. This body, full of life and energy, is no more than the house of a soul. The body is mortal and decays with time, but the soul is eternal and endures forever. Above all things, reverence yourself. Restrain the excess of laughter and mirth. A wise man is superior to any insults which can be put upon him, and the best reply to unseemly behavior is patience and moderation. Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. Do not let sleep find you sluggish. Don't be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. In all things, excess is a vice. It is best to rise from life as from a banquet, neither thirsty nor drunken. Choose always the way that seems the best. However rough it may be, custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. Learn silence. With the quiet serenity of a meditative mind, listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. The secret of the universe is contained in the numbers. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Everything comes from the one and returns to the one. Reason and right are masters of all. Silence is better than unmeaning words. To do well and to be well is the same thing. Friendship is a harmony of the soul. Pain is the measure of all things. Happiness consists of a sound mind in a sound body. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. We should look to the mind and not to the outward appearance. The world is created by mind. Man is never too old to learn. Ebriety is the strength of the soul. for it preserves its reason, unclouded passion. The most beautiful and most profound emotion we can experience is the sensation of the mystical. Strength comes from overcoming the things you thought you couldn't. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. The oldest, shortest words, yeses and undemo, are those which require the most thought. Friends are the companions on a journey who would aid each other to persevere on the road to a happier life. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth and power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. The great science of living happily is to live only in the present. Never trust a friend who speaks bad of his comrades. A man's character is his guardian divinity. Be sure that you give the poor the aid they most need, or it be your example which leaves them far behind. If you can become an eagle, do not strive to become the first among the jackdaws. A person who is captured by his passions cannot be free. If you cannot have a faithful friend, be your own friend. Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination.